All right, find the perimeter of the parallelogram. I have a parallelogram, and I always like to turn them so that the height is vertical, right? That's this interior line right here. And the perimeter is going to be the distance around the outside, so the height doesn't come into it, right? Okay, so very simply, I'm going to take my handy-dandy calculator, and I'm just going to arrange this so I can see the numbers. So we have 19.9, so 19.9 plus the 8.6, okay, and I'm going to double that. So that's this length, okay, the base and the slant height, and then base and slant height. So I'm going to just double that 28.5, so times 2 is equal to 57. And there we go. That's the total distance around the outside is 57 decameters. Okay, let's quickly do one more. I'm going to rotate this shape. So my height is perpendicular to my base, okay, and the height is vertical. So we're talking 20.4 added to the 19.7, added to the 20.4 and the 19.7. So I'm going to take the 20.4 added to the 19.7 and double. Okay, so I have 20.4 plus 19.7 equals 40.1, and then double it. So times 2 equals 80.2. Okay, so 80.2 centimeters. And there we go. All right, let's look at the perimeter of a trapezium. All right, find the perimeter of the trapezium. Now, there's a couple of problems with this trapezium. One, it's hard to see the height, it's hard to see the slant height here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to rotate it so my height is vertical. Okay, and I'm going to stretch it. So I'm just going to kind of drag it away from that plus by clicking on the stretching button. Okay, whoops, daisy. And then turn the stretching button off and then move this back. All right, so now we have this huge shape and we can read all the sides. Okay, so let me get my handy-dandy calculator, and we're going to add up only on around the outside. Okay, so that's this length, that length, that length, that length. So the base, the big base, slant height number 1, the little base, slant height number 2. Okay, the height does not come into it. All right, so let's do that. So the big base is 24.9. Okay, and I'm going to add to that the 21.6, and add to that the 7.9, and add to that the 15.1. Okay, altogether that's 69.5 millimeters. And there you go. Okay, let's do one more. So I'm going to rotate the shape so that my height is perpendicular to my base. My height is vertical. I'm going to make this shape a lot larger. Here, I'm just going to drag it over there and make it larger by stretching it like that. Okay, so handy dandy calculator again, and I'm going to add up my 27, my big base, slant height 1, little base, slant height 2. Okay, so 27.1 plus 15.274 plus 17.4 plus 17.271. Okay, and there we go. Altogether, that gives us 77.045 hectometers. All right, and that's it for the perimeter examples. Have a good day.